Hey guys, Isaac here. Channel update. I am now Havoc Hardtail. I used to be Dirty Downhill. Long story short, I sold my YT Capra and decided to go back to the Hardtail. Hardtail is what I started out on this channel, and it was honestly what I started out mountain biking on. So, long story short, I was crashing way too much on the YT Capra. I was chasing times on my Strava, and that took the whole fun out of the sport, you know. Some people do it, but they have a reason to do it, you know. They're probably professionals or something. But I'm just a standard guy that likes to go out riding with his buddies, having a good time. And I noticed that chasing those times was pretty, like, taking the fun out of the sport for me. And so I decided to go back to my roots. And the reason why I started mountain biking in the first place is just going out with your buddies, having fun. And so I got my DiamondBack line. Honestly, will never sell it. And honestly, I've been having a blast on it. Going back to the hardtail, truly humbling, because line choice is everything on this thing, and my line choice is not the best. So I'm pretty much learning mountain biking all over again. So it's pretty crazy. So my main gist of changing my channel name to Havoc Hardtail is pretty much just showing you guys you can go out, have fun with your buddies, and you don't need to spend $3 grand, $4 grand, $5 grand on a super crazy full suspension bike. You guys can do it. This is like retail, I think it's like an $800 hardtail now. Not the best components, obviously. So with that, but I will go through the pain for you guys to show you that you guys don't need super fancy stuff to have fun out on the trails. Just as long as you guys get out, get outdoors, get your buddies into it, and just start shredding and wreaking havoc on the trails. So I'll show you guys some stuff on my bike that I have upgraded to, and I think these are pretty much just the bare necessities that you need to have when you go from a budget hardtail and what you should start upgrading on. All right, guys, so we're gonna start on the rear. One thing with the hardtail, no rear suspension, so all your weight is gonna be on this back wheel, and all the damage is gonna be getting hit on your rim and everything. So my most favorite upgrade on this bike is Cush Core. It's gonna save my rim from getting dented, blown up, cracked, everything. And what it is just a foam insert that goes into the rim, and so when you hit something super hard, the tire will compress and the foam will absorb it and not dent the rim, you know. So yeah, Cush Core is a must for hardtails. I'm a firm believer of that. Many hardtail channels will tell you guys that. So and for the tires, I'm running the Vittoria Martello. It's more of an X-Seat tire, as you guys can see on the tread. Pretty thin, but it's got some good grip, so I'm not mad about it. But on the front, I have the Vittoria Mazdas, and I honestly love this because it's more of a downhill sorry, it's more of a downhill tire. And so when this one wears out, I'll probably put a Mazda on the rear too, just for that kind of like downhill look. And so working our way back, I just got a standard 10-speed drivetrain, nothing crazy. I can still climb fairly well, and being a lighter bike, not too crazy. And so going from the seat post, I got an E13 180 millimeter travel, and as you guys can see, I am slammed down all the way, and it is honestly the perfect height for me, which is pretty nice to get that saddle as far out of the way as possible. And saddle wise, I got a W2B Volt. It's a cheap one, honestly one of the best saddles I've ridden on. Super great. Pedals, I got Deity, I think that's how you say it. Death Traps composite pedals. We'll be switching to clips soon, just to give that a thing, because I find my feet popping off being a hardtail, bouncing everywhere. So I'll be probably switching to clips soon, just to see how that feels. And water bottle, obviously, spare tube, tire pump, pretty much a necessity. And up front, I got a super cheap Sun Tour that came with the bike, coil fork. Super simple. Hey, leave it. Sorry guys, this is my dog. Sun Tour coil fork with a lockout, which is cool. But honestly, not the best fork, but it does what it needs to do. But like I said, I'll go through the paint so you guys can see that you guys don't need anything super fancy to just get out and start riding, you know. So bars, I have a Specialized. It's got a little bit of a rise. Since going from a bigger bike to the smaller bike, I feel a little cramped, you know. So and there are 780 width, which is kind of the sweet spot that I like going to, and just some cheap Shimano brakes, nothing too crazy. And just like I said, it's just a very simple bike, but like the necessities that I feel like you need on a hardtail is obviously a dropper seat post to get that saddle away for the descents, cush core in at least the rear. I don't have it in the front, but at least the rear to save you some rims in the future. I already went through a rim, and I'd rather pay 75 bucks for a cush core than 100 plus for a new rear wheel. And so just, yeah, super simple bike, nothing too fancy, but yeah, I've honestly loved coming back to this bike. It's super humbling. So in conclusion here, sorry for the kind of like shaky voice and whatnot. It's weird being back on camera after so long, but it's gonna be a little bit shorter video today, just updating you guys, letting you know what's going on in my life. I know it's been a few months since I posted on the channel, so I'm back at it. I'm gonna start posting every other week for a little bit, just till I get all my bearings back in place for uploading and whatnot, and then as I get comfortable with that, I'll bump it up to one every week. But so see you in a couple weeks. I will be riding a trail this next time, and I don't know if you guys want me to do kind of like a crazy trail, or if you guys just want me to just do some mellow trails, because pretty much I'm letting you guys pick what you guys want me to do. I can do some gnarlier trails on a hardtail to show you guys you don't need a fancy bike to get through the big stuff and the fun stuff with your boys. You can still keep up on a hardtail. So yeah, I'll be posting every other Friday. Should be at noon is the time that I'm planning. So if you're at lunch at work, check out the channel, see if there's a new video up. But yeah, I'm super stoked to be back. Glad to get back on the trails and show you guys my local trails and exploring out. So yeah, any questions about the bike, leave them in the comments down below. I'll gladly answer, or any questions in general about me. And give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you have not. And yeah, this is Isaac with Havoc Hardtail. I'll see you guys in a few weeks.